Morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're viewing this. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Thanks for joining me again today. If you find anything in this video redeeming or worth your time, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me some love, give me a comment, give me something, right? We all need it today because I'm I, I'm I'm tired of the negativity. I'm tired of the nonsense that's going around the crypto space from all sides, and and I'm tired of. I'm going to cover some of it today just to get it off my chest because it's mean spirited, it's nasty, it's disgusting. So I got on, and not all of it's nasty and disgusting, but um, I started off by going get on Twitter today just to get a sense of how people were feeling about things, and and when I saw some comments, it made me realize that having an optimistic outlook on crypto kind of feeds how you look at the charts, right? Or maybe vice versa, the way you look at the charts feeds your whether you're optimistic or negative. And so I got on Twitter today, and so for example, like here's one thing that I found on right away on Twitter this morning that feeds, I think, shows you why I'm optimistic versus people that might be looking at things a little more negatively right now. So let's go to here, right? I follow Carl. I like Carl. Carl's funny, and I'm probably a little jealous of Carl because he got into Bitcoin so early and has made a ton more money than I'll probably ever have in my life. But he said Bitcoin's breaking support, right? And this isn't the nasty part that I was referring to. He he's looking at the charts a little more in a shorter time span than I am, right? So he's negative because he's looking at things breaking a support level that he drew, maybe on an hour time frame chart, or a 4 hour chart. Well, I'm more optimistic because we haven't broken support, right? Look at the chart that I drew for you way back on May 11th. The support line I drew way back on May 11th. So May 11th, way back here, I told you we wouldn't, well, back here, sorry, we wouldn't be breaking this support line. And this is the daily chart, right? I said we wouldn't break that support line on May 11th. And we haven't. We haven't. We closed right on top of it several times. We wicked down to it several times. And today, we're still well above it. Well above it. A month later, June 11th, we're still above it. So that's the first thing I want to just to bring to the channel today is don't trade those short time frames, right? Be more positive and look at it from a longer term perspective. Bitcoin, crypto is bullish when you look at it from a longer time frame. I'm looking at that daily chart, right? I just showed you, and that means I'm putting new money in on that support line, and I'm looking out a months, right? Months, not days. So, Carl is trying to get you. Well, first of all, he's looking at it short term, so he's a little more negative. If you're looking at it from a longer term perspective, that support line that I drew for you goes back months. Why would you want to trade this on a daily basis? I mean, look at that chop. You're gonna lose. Don't trade it like that. Dollar cost average. Look at this support line that I drew. It goes back to here in January. It goes back to January. No, it goes back before that. Look, it goes back to September of last year. Its support line is held perfectly. Held in January. Held in September. Last time we were below it was back here, right? But first, it was served as resistance in July of last year, like a full year ago. And it goes back further than that. But look how perfectly this has held as support ever since we've been above it again. So why would you be negative at this point? Now, maybe that support line doesn't hold in the end. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it goes below it. I'm still going to be optimistic. I'm still going to be positive because I know we'll be above it again at some point. But there's no reason to be negative right now. We haven't broken the support line that I've told you about that's going to hold, that I think is going to hold. Not financial advice, you need to make your own decisions, but I still think it's going to hold. And we have held it so far. Now, the one thing that does bother me about Carl's channel is he doesn't have your best interest at heart, right? He tells you, oh, we've broken support, we're going down, and then he tries to get you to go down to this link and forward your Bitcoin to an exchange so you can get a bonus, and then he'll get a kickback. And Carl's made a lot of money. Like I said, he's made more money than I'll probably ever have in Bitcoin. And so why is he trying to get a kickback from these exchanges? That doesn't have your best interest at heart. Don't trade on leverage. And I've said this before on this channel, and I'll keep reminding you as many times as I feel I need to. When you're trading on leverage, you're trading against big money. They have way more money than you. They have way more time than you. And having more money and more time than you means they have a higher risk tolerance than you. And on top of that, their tools are infinitely better than your tools. So that's 4 for 4. That's setting you up to lose. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. You get chopped out all throughout here, right? You get chopped out. So why take the risk? You've worked hard for your money, dollar cost average, and play the longer trends, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you to do. Play the longer trends. Don't get chopped up in trying to make a 24-hour or a week-long trade. Dollar cost average, play the longer trends. If you're dollar cost averaging on that support line, when we move up, and we will again at some point, right? We will. You will make a lot of money in the end. Play the longer trends, okay? That's the first piece of non-financial advice I can give you. Play the longer trends. So then, I disagreed with Carl in the sense that I don't think we've broken support at all. You need to look at the right time frames, play the longer game. And if you do that, we haven't broken support, we're still good. But then I got on YouTube, and that's when I saw the nastiness start. I got on YouTube and I went back to Twitter. But so do you all know who George is? Roll George. He's an optimistic guy. He's, like I'd say almost perma bullish, right? Not that he doesn't talk about bearish things, but he's very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto, and he should be, because in the long run, when you're playing the long game, like I think George does, I don't watch him too much, but I watch him once in a while. He's optimistic, like I am. But so I got on YouTube and I saw this guy. Let's see. So yeah, I could tell from the title of his video that he was bearish, and I watch those videos once in a while just because I like to see if I can learn something, right? Maybe I missed something. Maybe I should be more bearish than I am. Maybe I should wait for lower prices to dollar cost average in. And I certainly don't know everything, and I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again, and maybe somebody else has an insight that I can learn from. So I clicked on his video and I fast forwarded in a little bit just to get into the meat of the video, and I immediately came upon this part of the clip. I just somehow landed right on it, and he's talking about George. He obviously disagrees with George, but he doesn't do it in a respectful manner. He's being disgusting, mean-spirited, nasty, all because he disagrees with George, but he thinks the best way to get that across is to make fun of him. And so I'm going to show you the clip. It's disgusting. So, not where I want to go. I want to go here. So watch this.
Okay, guys, George is coming up here. Don't be mad at him. He's just a bull. Okay, hold on one sec. Come on, George. Come on. Hop on. Get up. Gosh, take off my hat for this. I don't want to come on this morning. I am George. We're all George.
Really?
Guys, today, the bearish trend continues, okay? This is not a bear market. The bearish trend is continuing. But
I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? So, why? Really? Why do that? Why be nasty? I don't get it. So that's the first video I've ever watched of that guy. I'll never watch another one. Don't invite that into your life. Don't invite the negativity in the crypto space into your life. So that's my second lesson today. Play the longer game. That will lead you to be more optimistic, more positive, more glass half full. And don't invite the people that are negative into your life. Don't invite people like that into your, don't follow people like that. You know, I won't tell you not to follow Carl, even though I disagree with him trying to get you to click a link. I won't tell you not to follow other people that are maybe Bitcoin maxis, as long as they're respectful, as long as they're decent human beings. That guy, I can tell from watching a minute of his video, one video, he's not a decent person. You don't do that. It's just not respectful. It's not nice. It's not it's not being you know a, a human being that is compassionate and empathetic and respectful of other human beings. So don't bring that into your life. So that's my second lesson for today. Two of them. Play the long game. That will invite positivity in crypto. When you're playing the long game, there's no reason not to be optimistic when you're playing the long game in crypto. And two, be respectful, be nice, be kind. Don't invite the negativity into your life. So then, after that video, I was even more disgusted today. I went to Twitter and I saw this tweet from a Bitcoin maxi, Dan Held. And he says, so is the flippening still happening? Really? Is the flippening still happening? So if you don't know what that means, is last year there was some people, and I didn't agree with them either, really, that believed the market cap of Ethereum would exceed the market cap of Bitcoin at some point, flipping Bitcoin, right? Flip the market caps. I didn't necessarily agree with that narrative, but some people believed it. I still think it could happen in the future, but the last 48 hours, if you haven't been watching Ethereum, haven't been kind to Ethereum. So what does a Bitcoin maxi do in that situation, right? What do you do if other people are losing money? What's the kind thing to do? Well, Dan Held thinks the kind human approach is to kick them when they're down. So is the flippening still happening? Laughing face emoji, laughing, crying face emoji. Really? You're kicking people while they're down. You're kicking people who are losing money, a lot of money probably in the last 48 hours if you're invested. I'm invested in Ethereum. And he's not, so you can laugh at people and make fun of them. Really? So I replied, you can see my reply there. Even though he wasn't talking about ADA, I said, well, it might take a while, but ADA will eventually get there. In fact, for 5 weeks now, we've been putting $100 into ADA, ETH, and BTC. You should really see which is winning, right? So here it is, right? Here's who's winning my little experiment here. I've been telling you, I've been doing this channel for 5 weeks, and for 5 weeks, we put $100 into each of these every week to see, and I told you, by the end of this year, a year from now, and 5 years from now, ADA will outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin. And I told you ADA and Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin by those same time frames. Well, you can see we lost money on all of them, but ADA is outperforming Bitcoin already. Not even by the end of the year. Not even by the end of the year. ADA is already outperforming Bitcoin in those 5 weeks. So I don't know why Dan Held feels the need to puff out his chest and laugh at people that own Ethereum, because I could be doing the same thing with ADA, right? Bitcoin isn't performing as well as ADA. And I'm not making fun of him for not investing in ADA. Again, don't be negative. Don't kick people while they're down. Don't be nasty. Don't be just a dick, right? Why be a dick? People are losing money. It's not funny. Be nice. If you think that Bitcoin is the end all be all, fine, espouse your project. You don't have to kick other people while they're down. So speaking of that, right, I try to be respectful when I disagree with other people. And here's another person that I liked. I followed on Twitter and I liked. I just disagreed with them on some things. So it was it's into Cryptoverse, Ben Cohen. I like Benjamin. I don't know if he goes by Ben or Benjamin, but I like Ben. But look at, he blocked me. He blocked me. And why did he block me? It's because, well, let's see here. I just want to make sure so he blocked me. And why did he block me? Because I disagreed with a tweet. So he's been making tweets, for a while now that at this point in time you should not be investing in ADA, or not just ADA. You shouldn't be investing in any altcoins because they will lose against Bitcoin. And he's been saying that pretty much every day, daily, for several months now. And I took one of those tweets. Oh, first of all, I saw on his Twitter, somebody had replied to one of those tweets and said, well, what about ADA? And he pulled out a chart of ADA versus Bitcoin and showed the past 7 months where ADA's just gotten killed against Bitcoin. Fully acknowledged that. And said, well, look at this. Why would you invest in ADA? And it doesn't make sense. You don't invest today based on what happened from 7 months ago, right? It doesn't make sense. So I took one of his tweets saying, don't invest in alts, and retweeted it with just this comment. I didn't reply to him. I just retweeted and said, please, I beg you, whenever you see people say something like this, which is don't invest in alts because they will lose against Bitcoin, ask them to prove it. Not by pointing to the past, but by proving it in the future. I am, right? And then he blocked me. All I was saying is, if you're telling people right now, if you're following people that are telling you not to do something, don't invest in alts because it will lose against Bitcoin, then prove it. Show it. Show your work like I'm doing on my channel every week. I publish it. I publish how much we're buying. I publish how much we're, where the trade is at. Every week. You can see right now, ADA's outperforming Bitcoin, even though I said it wouldn't even happen until the end of the year. And granted, I said Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin too, and it's not. It's losing, which is humorous to Dan Held. But if you're going to say something like that, all I had said is ask him to prove it. And don't point to 7 months ago, because if you would ask me 7 months ago, I wouldn't have said to put money into ADA over Bitcoin. I wouldn't have. But it's a completely different market right now. So if you're going to say don't invest in alts right now because it will lose against Bitcoin, then prove it. I'm proving it. I show it every week. I tweet it. Follow me on Twitter at @crypto_liberal. I tweet it and I put it on this video every day. And if I'm wrong, and by the end of the year when I said that will happen, I'll fully acknowledge it. But you will know I'm wrong. He's not proving anything. He's just saying it. And then 6 months from now, nobody will remember. And at that point, he'll be saying, well, yeah, 6 months ago, you should have been investing in ADA. Well, that was 6 months ago. By that time, maybe ADA's exceeded Bitcoin, on the dominant, or not the dominance chart, but, the ADA versus Bitcoin. Maybe the return is better. So 3 lessons, right? Now we got 3 lessons today. Be positive. Or first of all, play the longer term trends. Don't trade on daily, weekly basis. You're going to get chopped up. You're going to lose. Play the longer term trends. Second, don't be negative. Don't be nasty. Don't be mean spirited. Be kind to your fellow crypto enthusiasts, even if they believe in a different project than you. Don't laugh at people when they're losing money. Don't kick them when they're down, right? It's just a simple human kindness. So that's the second. And third, what's the third lesson? Prove it, right? If you're going to say something, prove it. Hold people's feet to the fire. Just if you're going to say something, then back it up. Okay? And that's what I try to do. That's what I'm trying to do on this channel. So if you appreciate that, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a follow. So getting into ADA, now let's get off the negativity. Let's turn to the positive side, right? I found this on Twitter today as well. I think it was tweeted by the Crypto Foundation, but the Cardano Foundation. And it gives you a sense of where Cardano is right now. Look at this. 1,000 projects building on Cardano, 50 dApps, 50 through DeFi projects, 40 exchanges. It's amazing, the explosion in Cardano. 404 NFT collections. Nice. Whoops. So Cardano is exploding. It's exploding. And wait till the Vassal hard fork in 3 weeks, right? There are multiple DeFi projects that are just waiting for the Vassal hard fork to be put into place, and then they're gonna, I think, jump ahead and go forth on Cardano. So Cardano is exploding, and it's one reason why I pointed that out. Like, 2 weeks ago now, the most bullish chart in crypto. So let's look at that real quick again. So ADA. Again, we're looking at this longer term, right? So ADA BTC chart, and we're going to the Coinbase chart. Wait for my lines to pop up here. We got to go to the weekly chart. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah. So I told you about this before we broke this resistance line, that downsloping resistance line. When I told you when, one ADA was worth 0.000019 Bitcoin, it's essentially right around there. Well, right now it's worth 0.00001952. So we're still above the resistance. And look at all this room to grow, right? Look at all this. Again, I'm playing longer term. I'm seriously, I'm holding out my ADA positions. I've taken some BTC and put it in ADA. And I'm going to hold that out, or at least most of it, until we get up to here, until we get it to 0.00006 Bitcoin, meaning a 3x from where I put the money in. And, it's not going to happen in a week. Not going to happen in 2 weeks. Not going to happen in a month, 2 months, 6 months, maybe a year, maybe. I mean, look, we were up here at 0.00006 in August of last year. So it took 10 months to go from there to down here. So maybe it's going to take another 10 months to get back up there, maybe longer. Maybe longer. But that's my play, right? And it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you that's what you should do, but play the longer game. Play the longer term trends. Look at it longer term, and you will be optimistic. You will be happier. You will be positive. Don't be nasty to people. So, right there, that my most bullish chart in crypto is bullish. It's so bullish, right? It's the most bullish chart in crypto. And I'm not laughing at people that are holding Bitcoin, even though ADA is outperforming Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin doesn't have the most bullish chart in crypto. I'm not going to laugh at them. I'm not going to kick them when they're down. I'm not going to kick them when I made 3x on my ADA compared to their Bitcoin. But, do what you got to do, right? So, speaking of most bullish charts in crypto, I found another one. I was messing around with the chart yesterday, and I was going to bring it today, but I didn't want to bring a new chart to all of you when I was dealing with the negativity. I didn't want to mix it with the negativity, the crap that we were talking about earlier. So I want to bring a fresh new chart on just a positive day. So I'm going to bring it tomorrow. So if you want to see that chart, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a follow, hit that notification bell so you know when I post this chart tomorrow. When I post the video tomorrow, you know that to look out for this new chart. And I'm pumped for it. I'm pumped. Not quite as pumped as I am for that ADA chart, but I'm pumped because I think this is going to be positive in the longer term. It's not going to make you rich by next week or next month. But if you have patience and want to get in with me, right? That's why I don't feel the need to bring it today, because it's not going to make a difference if I bring it today or tomorrow. It's a longer term chart. It's something you got to play for 6 months, a year. But I think it's a golden opportunity, a perfect opportunity. So if you appreciate that, if you like this Cardano chart, wait till you see what I have for you tomorrow. Let's go back to the BTC and just cover one more time what we're looking for here. So, right, I still don't think we're going to violate my support line. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, we do. We're at 28.5 still. We're hanging in there. Bitcoin is hanging in there. Why be negative? Why be negative? Bitcoin's hanging in there. Cardano's the most bullish chart in the world, and I have the second most bullish chart in the world to show you tomorrow. Things are so positive right now. This is the time to be positive. This is the time to be bullish. This is the time to dollar cost average. Fear and greed is at 10, I think, or 11, whatever it is. That's when you want to buy. Now, dollar cost average, not financial advice. You gotta take account of your own portfolio and your own financial needs and condition and do what's right for you. But if you have some spare change, I don't think there's a better opportunity than right now to get into the most bullish chart in the crypto, the second most bullish chart that I'll bring tomorrow. So get outside, enjoy the day. This will still be here tomorrow. It will still look relatively a lot like that. So get outside, enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend. I hope you have some loved ones, some friends and family that you can spend some quality time with and enjoy them and get the most out of life, because most out of life means being positive with and loved and peaceful with your loved ones and your friends and your family. Crypto is a nice side game that hopefully will allow you to find the financial freedom in the future to enjoy those family and friends even more. So that's all I have for today. I hope you're having a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment, share your journey with me. If you're tired of the negativity and you need somebody to commiserate with, send me a comment and I will commiserate with you right back, because I'm tired of the negativity too, and I want to keep it positive on this channel. So I want to dispense with all that crap in one video one day and get it done with and tell you, that's not the way to go about crypto. You play the long game. You be a nice person. You don't be a dick, right? And you prove what you're saying. And if you're wrong, you admit you're wrong. But if you're right, then you have the proof on paper. And then you move forward, right? So that's all I have. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. I love sharing this journey with you. I love talking crypto. I hope you enjoy, some of this content that I'm trying to bring to you. And I hope you're staying positive, and I hope you're staying optimistic, and stay away from the negativity and the people that bring that into your life. I love you. Peace and health and love to all of you. Have a great weekend. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Thanks. Good night.